Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, everybody? This is Joseph Conlon coming to you with some extra content here on your weekend. It is Saturday, November 14th, 2020. I feel like I'd upload an extra video for you guys this week. Get some content out there because the topic that I'm going to talk about today, it's worth talking about. I saw a tweet Thursday night. I don't remember who this tweet was from, but it opened my eye. It made my eyes open a bit. And the tweet was about Survivor Series. So that's the topic of this video today. It's going to be a short video. And it's going to be me talking about this year's Survivor Series. But I saw this tweet. I read it. And I was like, this guy's 100% correct. And I feel like it's worthy enough to make this video for you guys today, for your extra content on the weekend before Survivor Series. Survivor Series is next weekend. If you guys did not know, Survivor Series is next weekend. It's absolutely crazy because it feels like we just got done Hell in a Cell, and we literally just got done Full Gear last weekend. So now we're getting Survivor Series. But I saw this tweet and it said Survivor Series is 9 days away. And it's the fourth biggest show for the WWE. And it just feels like another pay-per-view that WWE, doesn't make a big deal out of. Something like that. Survivor Series is WWE's fourth biggest show of the year. And this guy is 100% correct. This year's Survivor Series, I think the tweet was something related to Survivor Series not feeling like a Big Four pay-per-view. This guy was 100% correct. I wish I knew his name because I would give him a shout out, but I'm going to have to go back and look. But Survivor Series does not feel like a Big Four pay-per-view at all this year. It feels like a random pay-per-view, like a Clash of Champions or a Extreme Rules. I'm not saying some of the shows were bad, Extreme Rules. The horror show was awful, but the builds have sucked. This build for Survivor Series has sucked. I watched SmackDown. I watched Raw. The only thing worth watching on the main roster right now is Roman Reigns, and it's not even close. Hell, with what's going on with NXT, I didn't even feel like doing an NXT review just because they're dead. NXT is dead. The only good thing in the WWE right now is Roman Reigns. That's the only reason why people watch the WWE, especially right now, is because of Roman Reigns. And the star that he has become as this new heel character and being the best heel in the pro wrestling business the past couple months. From when he won the Universal title to now, where we are. He's the only reason why people watch the weekly shows. Or SmackDown at least. Monday Night Raw has just been absolutely trash on the build to Survivor Series. It has been absolutely trash. We are still having Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre feud over the WWE Championship, which we're getting a championship match with them on Monday. So we could possibly see Drew McIntyre dropping the WWE Championship to Randy Orton at the Hell in a Cell. And then a couple weeks later, Randy Orton drops the championship to the same guy he beat inside Hell in a Cell. if Randy Orton loses on Monday night to Drew McIntyre, this entire thing will be a waste of time. This entire thing would have been a waste of time. Because I read a report that WWE did not know what to do with Drew McIntyre at the Survivor Series this year. At first, they wanted him to be the team captain. Obviously, he's not the team captain now. Matt Riddle got the last spot, and they're doing this storyline where AJ Styles is trying to be the captain of the Survivor Series team. It's just so stupid. It's just so stupid, man. It really is. The whole AJ Styles team captain thing, like, who cares? Who cares about who is the captain of the Raw men's team or who's the captain of the Raw women's team? They're just wasting time. And the storyline is going to be finished after the pay-per-view next Sunday. It's just going to be finished. So this would have all been a waste of time. And I can't stand it. I can't stand it, man. But the Survivor Series this year, it just feels unexciting. It really does. Like, there's no stakes. At least 2018 Survivor Series, we had Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair, which was a great match and started the build. That technically was the match that started, or not really. The part that started the build for the triple threat at WrestleMania 35 was when Becky Lynch was busted open by Nia Jax and she became the man. That was when that triple threat started. But for that year, Survivor Series, we had some damn good matches. We had really good matches on that Survivor Series that made the show good. We had Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey, which I remember was really good. Not Seth Rollins and Nakamura. Who was I thinking of? Daniel Bryan and Brock Lesnar. That match was fantastic. That match alone made me think that Survivor Series 2018 was a good show. Now, last year's Survivor Series had a little bit of stakes in it because NXT was involved. We got some unbelievable matches at the Survivor Series last year with NXT, Raw, and SmackDown. But this year, it feels dead. Survivor Series pay-per-view feels dead. It really does. Randy Orton, Roman Reigns has had no build whatsoever. No build. And there's a potential that we are getting Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns at the Survivor Series now, which at this point, I would rather just have it be Randy Orton. We're getting Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn, which, I mean, both guys can't afford a loss right now, so I have no idea who's going to win that match. Asuka versus Sasha Banks. I'm sure it'll be a really good match, but we've seen that match 4 times. 4 times from July to August. So I really don't want to see Asuka and Sasha Banks again. The New Day or the Hurt Business versus the Street Profits for the tag team title set. Again, New Day are facing the Hurt Business for the tag team titles on Monday night. I don't really know who's going to win this one. I guess you could give it to the Hurt Business. The New Day dropping the titles. It's not going to mean anything. They'll be fine. And then you got the 5-on-5 for the men's and the women's, which have absolutely no stakes whatsoever. Those matches alone should have stipulations. Like, it's just a regular 5-on-5 match. For what? What's the winner exactly getting? They're getting nothing. They should at least, the sole survivors, should at least get a championship match at the Royal Rumble. It should be whoever is the sole survivor or the sole survivors at the Survivor Series, like say Team Raw wins, okay? This is not my prediction for the Survivor Series, but let's just say Team Raw wins and Keith Lee is the sole survivor. Then what should happen is nothing. They shouldn't do nothing. What should happen is Keith Lee, say Keith Lee's the sole survivor, okay? If Keith Lee is the sole survivor at Survivor Series, he goes on to the Royal Rumble and he faces the WWE Champion, whether it would be Randy Orton or Drew McIntyre. That would make the match more meaningful, and it would make me care more about the 5-on-5 matches. But with no stakes and no stipulations on the line, and the winner gets bragging rights, it's like, bro, who cares? Who cares about the Raw versus SmackDown 5-on-5? And who cares about Survivor Series? And it doesn't feel like a big 4 pay-per-view. Doesn't feel like it's WWE's 4th biggest show of the year. So I just wanted to give you guys some extra content and talk about this year's Survivor Series. But before we go, I got a big announcement to make. So next week, as you guys know, it is the Survivor Series. And I'm going to be joined here on the channel. I'm going to be joined by my friend, the Blue Riot. Yes, I'm going to be joined by Colton, the Blue Riot, who allowed me to be on his Blue Riot podcast a couple months ago. He is going to be making his debut here on the Big Fight Field channel as me and him are going to predict about the Survivor Series. And I'm sure what I bring up today, I'll be bringing up a little bit on Thursday when me and him do the preview and predictions for the Survivor Series. So that'll be up on Thursday. I'm just going to scratch the NXT review this week. Who cares? Really, who cares about NXT? NXT is dead. It's just so dead. But I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for watching this short video. If you have not already, subscribe here on the Big Fight Field channel. We're going to have a big week next week with the Survivor Series. So you're going to want to subscribe to catch everything on the channel. Comment down below. I want to know your thoughts on the Survivor Series this year. Let me know if you think the same way I do. And if you think Survivor Series men and women 5-on-5 should have a stipulation, let me know what you would do in the comments below, and I would love to answer your comment. Hit that like button if you like what I had to say in this video. Follow me on Twitter at Colin_Joseph, and I will see you guys here tomorrow for your Miami Dolphins Los Angeles Chargers reaction video. It should be a good game. I'm hoping the Dolphins pull out the victory against the Chargers to go 6-3. Have a good day and stay safe, guys.